Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this week's video is just going to be me explaining to you guys what I experienced on my first trimester. Currently filming this video, I am 14 weeks and I am officially out of the first trimester and into the second. I do have some notes on my phone, just like by the weeks of what I was experiencing. Okay, so I'm going to start from the beginning. So our period was supposed to be on March 3rd. We took a test March 9th. And I don't think I said this on the I'm pregnant video, but I was basically 5 weeks when I found out that I was pregnant. So that's like super early. A few weeks before I found out I was pregnant, I did experience a lot of cramps, but it literally just felt like period cramps. I just thought my period was about to come down. Weeks 5 and 7, just having trouble sleeping at night. I would wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and then when I would come back to bed, it's like I just cannot go back to sleep. I was wide awake. During the day, I was taking multiple naps, until I was like, okay, I need to stop taking naps during the day. Even if I'm just that tired, like I'm gonna force myself to stay awake because it's messing with my sleep at night. I had to fix that. So during that time when I was trying to like get my schedule back to me sleeping at night, I began to notice that I was getting a little bit of nausea. It was happening every time I wake up in the morning. Like the moment I woke up, I got up out of bed, I was immediately feeling sick. There was a few times I did throw up. One morning I did some research and I was like, okay, I need to figure out how to help with this. And I came across lemons. We actually had like, I want to say like maybe one lemon left because John had been making sweet tea and he would cut him a slice of lemon in his tea. So they still had one left. Cut me a little slice, try to see if that would work. With a few minutes, I just felt like my stomach finally started to settle and not feel like I needed to throw up anymore. So I was like, okay. Every morning, if I was like still in bed and I felt like I needed to throw up, John would hurry up and go to the kitchen and get me a slice of lemon. Sometimes if I waited too long to say something that I needed to throw up, if I waited too long to get my lemon, it was too late. The lemon just did not help if I waited too long. I always had my slice of lemon, like no matter what, because I just didn't want to throw up. But week 8 is when I experienced my first, I guess, like food aversion. One of those days for lunch, nothing sounded good to me. I just could not figure out what I wanted to eat. John had just got back from work and he was on lunch. And he was like, hey, like, why don't you just fix you some ramen noodles? It's very quick. And I was like, yeah, I could probably do that. And I thought about it, the taste of it, and I immediately started gagging. And I'm just looking at John and I was like, yeah, well, baby doesn't want ramen noodles. So that was the first time where I just gagged on the thought of eating food. So that was really weird. Week 9, this was my first time actually letting out food. That baby was like, oh no, you better not put this in your stomach ever again. So basically, I'm gonna explain this story. I wanted a burrito from Chipotle so bad. To get to Chipotle from where I'm at, it's like 30 minutes away. Man, is it really worth driving 30 minutes away to go get a burrito? Did not feel like driving all the way over there to get just one thing. Well, the next thing for a burrito that's like not that far away from here is Taco Bell. This little voice in my head saying, do not eat Taco Bell. Like something just kept telling me that. I don't know what it was. Maybe that was the baby trying to say no. Really wanted a burrito. Dead set on a burrito. Got me some burritos. Got John some burritos. Him some at work. And I'm heading back, and as I'm heading back, I start to eat my burrito because I get halfway done and all of a sudden I started gagging. I don't get home, and the next minute I'm gonna throw up in my car. Driving, keeping my head up like this, hoping like maybe just doing that would keep the food down, and I'm just like halfway choking as I'm driving and I just feel it coming up. I finally got here. And immediately, as soon as I got into the bathroom, as soon as I put my face right by the toilet, that burrito was chilling in the toilet. So now I know that Taco Bell is not a thing for the baby. Since I'm on the subject of food, in general, fast food is just not a thing that baby wants. The only thing fast food related that baby doesn't mind is mozzarella sticks from Sonic, chicken nuggets from Wendy's, and the fries. Those few things, that's it. Everything else baby wants home cooked meals. I mean, I've always been a fruit and vegetable eater, but when I found out I was pregnant, it's like I craved it more. Like, that's all I pretty much been buying. It's just fruits and vegetables. And yes, it's amazing. Like, it's healthy, obviously, and I'm glad baby loves healthy foods, but it's hurting my pocketbook a little bit because, you know, fruits is not exactly cheap, but it's fine. I also gave up soda because I love Sprite. Sprite is my favorite soda, and there is a few days where I'm just like, I really want a Sprite. I actually made this after vacation. I was like, okay, well, I need to give up Sprite now. So, like, I just want to drink more water. And if I want something flavorful, I'll get like a Gatorade or something. Week 10 is when I experienced my first out of breath moment. The virus going on and having to stay home, we were getting bored, wanting to find something to do to keep us busy at home. So we went to go get a volleyball net to play volleyball and also to play badminton. We got a shuffle toss board. And so we've been playing all these games and stuff. It's just getting out of breath so easy and constantly just needing water. Which is not a thing, like, which doesn't happen with me because I can go a long time with being outside. But yeah, that was the first time where I actually experienced, like, okay, like, I can't even breathe. Like, I was constantly having to come back inside for a little bit, catch my breath, get some water in, and just be in the AC for a little bit, and then go back outside. At the end of like my 10 weeks, Dawn's boss had thrown a party, and I'd been standing up because I can stand up for a while, like for a long time before I'm like, oh, I want to sit down. Well, I've been standing up for a while, and then all of a sudden I felt like this like pain in the lower back. It was so bad for a moment, and I was like, yeah, I guess that was baby trying to tell me you need to sit down. That was my first time like experiencing a little bit of lower back pain, but that was the only time that actually happened. So I have exactly the date. So week 11 and 5 days. This was the day we went to Texas to go tell John's mom that we were having a baby. On the way there, I hadn't had breakfast yet, to Mesh just to go get some kolaches. I had this thing where if I'm in a vehicle and I'm in the back seat, or even just in the front seat, if I'm just in a vehicle and I have my head down for too long, if I'm, you know, looking at my phone for too long, or if I'm reading something with my head down for too long in a vehicle, I get sick. I get car sick really fast. I had my head down for a little bit. I was just on my phone, and I think partially my fault. And for a moment I was like, oh crap, like I need to put my head up. And I felt myself just get so lightheaded. I actually had a slice of lemon with me because I wanted to make sure if I felt sick, I was gonna just, you know, try eating some lemon. With car sickness, as soon as I had it, the lemon just did not help at all. And on top of that, I just didn't have any breakfast yet. And I John, and I literally felt myself, I gagged, and I felt something go up, and I was like, and I'm trying to tell John to pull over, but without throwing up as I'm trying to say it, because I didn't want to throw up in his car. Pull over. And he's like, huh? Couldn't pull over, I'm about to throw up. He's like, really? He's like, I'm just like, So he pulls over, and like he's trying to find a spot because he knows, first off, I'm pretty sure like he just didn't want me like in public, like trying to throw up in front of people. And I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, I don't see anyone. And like he's still driving like slowly, like the throw up just wasn't waiting for him to stop. So I immediately just opened the door, pretty much had my head out, and I'm throwing up as he's like slowly trying to stop. And he stopped, and I was just like, yes, and I just threw up. First time experiencing actually needing to like pull over to the side and actually throwing up like on the side of the road. And the last little note that I have, getting into like week 12, is when I kind of noticed like it was an off and on thing. So like some mornings like I felt nauseous, but then other mornings I was fine. Not even like an ounce of nausea. I am into the second trimester now, and I'm still kind of dealing with it, but it's like sometimes, like I said, it's just sometimes it's really sick, and then there are other times where I just wake up feeling fine. So I don't know if it's because it's trying to slack off or not. We will see. I'm gonna try to do an update for each trimester. Yeah, I think that is pretty much it. You should be knowing what the gender of the baby is soon. I think that's pretty much it. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.